Yeah, we are. We should be back online. We're obviously just going to wait until a few people come in. Just wait for people to join back.
There we are.
Okay, for those of you just joining back in, we are back online. I apologise wholesomely of all the races and all of the action to be involved in to get kicked out of the broadcast, but we are back, so hopefully everyone joins back in very, very soon. There's been no movers and shakers since we went off, I don't believe, just looking down the track now.
I don't believe there has been done, but Warrior Huntsman, may I just say, is absolutely dominating. I mean, 4 laps and having a 3.5 second gap. He is a man on a mission. Dare I say, he has done a wealthy amount of practice with the last season and final race in the back of his mind. So I reckon he just wants to get rid of those demons.
Driving like a champion, would you say?
Oh. And as I say that, the gap will now be reduced to absolute 0. As we have a safety car.
We do have a safety car. And is it a yellow car? Someone seems to have been...
No, it wasn't that. Was that someone in the...
It looks like a second.
What? Oh,
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Renault... Oh, it's the safety car. Sorry. Wow. So the crack is
yellow dot coming up the.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've had an absolute stinker. Yeah. So we're just going to jump on board with Warrior Huntsman a second while everything sorts itself out. They're going to catch up with the safety car. I was trying to find out who the second Renault was, and of course the Renault tonight is Shadow Moody, or the Mean Man Moody. My apologies, Mean Man. Mean Man Moody. I've got to get used to saying it that way. So he's in the Renault tonight, and Lynx Aviate would have been, and unfortunately he couldn't be with us tonight. So there is only one Renault. The other Renault you can see is the safety car. So see Warrior Huntsman jumping the pits. He's going to make a change. Is he? Oh, let's see. After 5 laps, what happens? After 5 laps, what happens?
The hard tyres, I believe. It's the medium tyre. Is it the medium tyre?
He's gone 2-stop. He's gone 2-stop. I think after lap 5, everyone will go 2-stop. But just as a bit of a thought process, you're soft in the first place. If they'd have done it all together, it would have been 7 laps. Now there's 5 laps down, and we're going to have another 2 laps, just following the car nice and slowly around the track. So realistically, could they have maybe gone a little bit bolder? Or is this the right decision? We shall see. I don't think there's a massive difference between softs and mediums, to be honest. I think they're definitely quicker, but I don't think it's masses.
Sorry there, Dan. I just wanted to have a little look to see if anyone on 2 for hard tyres. I don't believe anyone has. As we see Jack DNF and McConey actually staying out. Which is...
track position.
I mean, I hope they are going for a 1-stop. Because this could pan out quite well for 1-stop with 2 laps. They can look after their tyres. Tyre wear won't be as much, might be able to stretch the stint. And if they can do it, I mean, I dare say it could be potentially the strat of the day. However, very, very brave indeed, considering every driver now only has 1 stop to make.
Brave or stupid. We'll soon see.
We will find out.
Brave or stupid. But these are 2 talented drivers. We've seen Jack do very well. McConey, as we mentioned before the race. These aren't daft lads. You know, they must have some sort of plan. I mean, the weather's changed a little bit too. So is that going to come into effect? Because it looks pretty dark in the background there, I have to say.
We don't know, do we?
So if that comes into play, there might be a certain word going into some of these drivers' ears about how long that might be. And if so, can they run the softs until there is a little bit of dribble on the final race of the season? Let's hope not. You wouldn't expect so in Abu Dhabi.
So, as just looking down the order, I see 5 drivers with penalties. I'm just going to have a little look-see to see if anyone has carried any warning. So we have Jack on 1. McConey is penalty-free. So well on McConey. Oh! Warrior Huntsman has a 5-second penalty. He is sped in the pit lane. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Warrior no!
Oh no, no!
Holy moly, that's a horrible one. To be honest, yeah, he's stopped. Warrior Huntsman stopped. So has Kogitas, who currently sits in the fifth place in the championship. They've both stopped, and then everything from Big Ben down. So Jack, DNF, McConey, as you can see on the left-hand side there, Kieran, Missy Joy Joy, Matt Warner, and Mean Man Moody, they have all to take a stop. Now, it's a brave effort, as we've already said, but this has now turned into a bit of a game of chess, to be honest.
Absolutely, Dan. I mean, what is the next move going to be? I mean, what's going through the drivers' minds? What is going to happen next? I mean,
last race of the season. Oh, I hope it go this way. I really did hope it go this way. I didn't want a safety car, I'll be honest. But now that it's bunched back up, you can just see what it's gotten. What's now just happened to the race. It's opened up right up. It's just everything's on the table again. It's a restart, isn't it? It's a restart of the event. We're only 6 laps in of 28, by the way. So there's so much more to go. Piero shouldn't have gone past MUFC Harvey, but maybe has somehow. Maybe he's took it back and it was just a bit of a chip shot.
I tell you what as well, Dan, Piero has put himself into an absolutely fantastic position to take the maximum amount of points and hopefully for him still P3 of the championship, being on those medium tyres, he'll be able to should be able to stretch his stint right. Oh wait, pardon me, he's done 5 laps on his mediums? Oh, so he hasn't stopped yet. Sorry, Dan. Kieran, sorry, I thought Kieran had...
No, Kieran, yeah, sorry, Kieran's not stopped. No, Kieran's not.
Even so, he could still... I hope for his sake he is going onto the hard tyres. We will see. Even so, doing very well.
Yeah, so there's been a couple of races that have dropped onto the softs. Everyone else gone on the mediums, but MUFC Harvey in P12 and Crash Gaming in P16, he is gone onto the softs as well. So them two obviously trying to get, as soon as they finally get released, up and pass people as quick as possible, make the most of those tyres before they start to equalise. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very, very, very interesting. You see them all backing up. Are they coming in? Is this it?
Oh, what?
Did it come in? They're away.
What has happened?
What are we looking at? What's happened?
The Mercedes. Jack DNF. Jack. I believe Jack lost it on the final corner and has fallen to P12. Absolute heartbreak for Jack. As McConey leads the way. Warrior right on his gearbox. What can McConey do? I mean, McConey now is, I mean, I dare say it, but he might turn into a moving chicane with the state of those tyres.
Warrior's had a lovely corner there. The pair of them have, but Warrior's got to make this. It's going to be an easy take, realistically. See him going by, and that's him done.
I think McConey kind of expected that one, considering the state of his tyres and the lack of his ERS usage down that back straight. I think.
Yeah, he allowed it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did, and I think maybe the pace that Warrior's got is just. I dare say he's gonna gap the field by 5 seconds to save his own penalty, just like the car did.
If McConey does go for this one stop, I don't blame him for doing that. Really don't. All he's trying to do is just get everything out of these tyres that he possibly can do. So why go flying into that corner and have to ram the brakes on as hard as hell once you've opened up? You know, your car's going however mile per hour quicker. Then this whole lap's 100. I found out a thing earlier on. It's 123 mile per hour average. This track. Wow. So and it's obviously due to the big straight at the back, but there's a couple of flat out sections. Murphy 3-second time penalty. So yeah, it's an unbelievably fast track on average. So it's gonna take it out your tyres. Massive braking zones happen. Warrior Huntsman goes fastest car. He is the fastest car on the track currently and goes round turn 2. That turn 3 don't touch the curb, as I've already mentioned, as you can quite easily turn and be facing the right hand side. This corner in particular, which one am I talking about? I can't remember. 5 and 6 that we've just gone through. I always think with 5 and 6 you can that's another corner that you can almost not have to slam the brakes on. You can ease up a little bit and allow the car's pace to take you through them corners. You've got plenty of time to make the turn, yeah?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a similar kind of focal point as 11, 12, and 13.
Yep, right.
As you can just want to try and take as much curve as you can and just get. I think I've maybe made that analogy a little bit incorrect. You just want to take the curves as much as you can, kind of drive this through the corners as much of a straight line as possible, maintain the minimum speed, and get onto that hairpin.
Well, Warrior has certainly recognised that he needed to get some time up after that penalty, and has he? He's put his toe down big time. He's opened up a 4-second lead to Cogatas in second. That's incredible. Just a lap or two, is it? I don't know how long it's passed. Since that the car came on, but it isn't long. So he's opened it up hella quick. Kieran 7 laps through on the mediums.
Sorry, Dan, if don't mind jumping in, if you could on the stream change to the
interval.
Routes.
Sorry, I've just clicked that as you said it.
It's alright. Lovely. Yeah,
go,
so, as you were saying.
As I was saying, I'm on board with Piero. I wasn't saying that, but I am. And Piero makes a turn on the outside, going into turn 1. He's got has he got it done? Against Matt Warner, goes on the inside of the curb and gets the pass done. Nice for Piero, puts himself into P8 currently. Also has a penalty, but as we can see on the board, there's quite a few that do. Tomo Tip Top doesn't, and I'm going to have a little look on board with him a second. You can see the two of Big Ben and Kieran in front of him. Big Ben, though, he's sneaking up there, isn't he? He's sneaking up there. It's 6 seconds. 6 seconds to have a little look at the leader, and let's be honest, lap 9 of 28, we're a third through. Is that right? 9, 18, 27. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oh, Kieran's span.
Oh no,
he's gone.
No.
He has just lost it. Unfortunately for Kieran, after the long straight, I think it was turn 9 that he's just span it round. We did talk about that corner before the race being a bit slippy, and Kieran has fell to its mercy. He is only in P5 though, so it's not all lost, but it's certainly costly. Tomo Tiptop jumped back on board with him. Now looking in P4. Bex Pro, Big Ben. Well, he didn't have to work hard for that position jump. He's now in P3 and on the podium, but he's still fallen that little bit further behind Warrior Huntsman, who is putting in some race, by the way. I don't think we can just ignore giving him a little bit of time on the stream. You know, I know that there's things going on behind. Sprunky, sorry, I'm going to have to jump back on board with Sprunky and Missy Joy. They're side by side. Now going into whichever turn they're going into. I've lost where they are. They're in turn 20. It's the last couple of corners of the lap. And Missy Joy is in 7th position.
Sprunky got the move done a few corners before. And
I think he did.
I mean, he's about to lose him. As we see Piero.
Piero takes the outside line, holds the position against Missy. Fair play to him.
Good driving from Missy there. I mean, he could have done it. He did absolutely everything to avoid a collision. That very good driving.
Absolutely. Probably worth pointing out, by the way, Crash Gaming that you were referring to before. He's in P12. He has not got a penalty, and the two drivers in front of him do. That would put him in the points. Currently, as long as he can stay nice and close, then he may just well get his wishes. Let's have a little look back up to the top. Warrior Huntsman 4 seconds ahead, nearly 5 seconds ahead of Big Ben in second, so he keeps pulling away, by the way, which is probably worth a shout. What am I looking for? Position change. Can we have a look at stopped tyres? Let's have a little look at the tyres. So your leaders all in 4 laps of mediums. Kieran on 9 laps. It's just fluctuating between 4 and 9 with the various stops in and around the safety car. Crash Gaming with 4 laps of soft, so he's certainly going to have to stop again. And, well, in fact, everybody has to stop again, don't they, on the mediums, realistically.
Yeah, everyone will have to stop again. It's absolutely impossible to take the mediums to the end now. From when the safety car was, I believe it was lap 5. Degradation is just way too much. It's
big ask,
a very demanding track on the tyres.
Big ask.
Heights and corners.
You would just you'd just be losing too much time. You'd have to take far too much gas off. And we've seen Mishi just jump in the pits. He'd done 9 laps on the mediums. That's not a lot unless he got some damage. I think he can get 11, 12 out the mediums around here.
I think you might be able to get a bit more, but again, I mean, it comes right back to what we were saying. I mean, the degradation is just it's it's absolutely incredible. It's huge.
Well,
so
well, yeah, I would say that it's an absolute fair point. What we do have to consider is that this is, of course, the Cone Racing Academy, and you're, of course, quite a regular at the top of Tier 1, so you might be able to get the optimum tyre degradation, or stop them from degrading to such a point as some of these races today might do. But this is what Cone Racing Academy is all about. We've said it, week upon week. It's about lads developing themselves, racing online. We've got a few lads now in several seasons now racing online, and got great experience and showing it. Warrior Huntsman showed it last year and fighting at the top. Kobitas has showed it constantly that he has got pace, and he's shown improvement as well. Big Ben's shown improvement without a shadow of a doubt. Tomo Tip Top, top four in this race alone. Tomo Tip Top, I'm on board with Murphy at the moment. I'll just jump on with Tomo just a second, just to sort of show you how smooth he is. So that he's just a nice driver. It's nice to watch. He doesn't sort of overcook things. He's nice and he's sort of a gentle driver, if you know what I mean. But sometimes slow and steady wins the race, and he sort of gets him in points quite regular. Nice, likes to stay in high gear, as you can see him taking the first few corners there. But yeah, gets the job done. Week on week.
100%, and even from watching the streams, you can quite easily pick that up. And I've just gone into his race director, and he only has the one warning so far, so doing an absolutely stellar job, that Tomo is. And he's found himself in a little bit of clean air, front and back currently, with Ben, I believe, slowly pulling away with Kieran slowly from behind. So if he can keep it clean, who knows, another safety car come out, bunch the field up, he could be in shout for a podium, maybe even a win, with penalties going on.
So we're just jumping onto the straight. The pass is going to be nice and easy for McConey. He's on 2 laps into his hard tyres, but he goes past Crash Gaming, hard on the brakes. Don't take too much of that corner, he might slip. He slipped a little bit. He's got back hold of it. I don't think because of the corner, Crash could have probably done a great deal about it. He would have just had to sit still really and wait for him to pick the speed back up. I think it would have been more costly to try and get out of his way than just to wait. A little bit further down the pack, MFC Harvey and Jack DNF are also side by side. There's a bit of contact. Jack DNF gets the pass done, but he of course allows DRS of the racing point of MFC Harvey, that is of course just going to slip back by him, going into turns 11, 12 and 13 in sector 2. Nice and easy for him, and he retains his position after a little bit of a chop and change. Jack of course starting up there in P2. That is not his idyllic position, currently in P13, but he's on the hards. Do you reckon he's sealing it out?
Yeah, I mean, from what we were talking about, I believe Jack and McConey were leading at the safety car restart, and they are both on the hards, so I believe they will be going for the one stop, which can prove to be a very good strategy around here, to be totally honest. The hard, I know, is a very good race tyre, and it can do the business. But unfortunately for Jack, as we saw, as they go side by side again into turn 1, oh my god,
did that cause damage?
A little bit wide. I don't think there's any damage on the Mercedes car, as that has pushed him out wide a little bit. Oh, he needs to be careful.
Yeah, needs to think of the bigger picture at the moment, Jack.
Yeah,
just be gentle.
There.
Big long straight in a second. Just ease off. Nothing needed. No heroics just yet. Big long straight. DRS. No problems. Just get back past. Job done. And just get his head back down.
See there, Jack using that ERS, and ideally he would want to just stay behind. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I was about to say. Stay down, stay nice and close, nice behind. Then you get the DRS on the second straight, as I believe he made the move on the last lap and then got retaken. So now he's going to use a little bit more of his ERS. And MUSC Harvey is low. Oh, is he going to get a move done?
I don't know if he's doing it or not. He's having a little look. He's trying to return. I think you've
switch back. It's the corner. It's the corner. You just can't. He wants to get past that.
It's
Mercedes,
horrible. It is horrible.
Do it. Great battling for me.
He's absolutely sick.
Will he try on the inside? No!
He's like, don't lose it. Don't lose it, lad. Do not lose it.
Jeez, hold on to it, son. Good lad. I believe this is the closest battle on track. So
it's class, yeah. We stay on board, absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't dream of leaving it. Let's have a little look on board with MUFC Harvey and look at the back of him and see Jack's moves. See what he's thinking of. Jack had a little bit of a lock up there. Has cost himself a tiny bit coming out of that straight. But will he have a little look?
He needs to save his ERS, I think, Jack.
Yeah.
Using the little spurts are very good in terms of keeping really close, but the 38 he's going to be experiencing, and if he's looking to take these tyres right at the end of the race, it's going to be a big ask. He really needs to clear this racing point, and he needs to clear in this lap.
I don't know why he just. Oh, he's getting very, very close there before the launch. You would imagine. Oh, he's come out early. I don't think he's got a good launch at all there. He's going to have DRS though. I think he might have lost it just the back end, just ever so slightly, as we see McConey in P10 currently has a 3-second penalty. I don't think he gets this done. Jack having a few problems there, wrestling with MFC Harvey. He is defending really well, still hasn't got any penalties either. So Jack doesn't have to just get in front, but he needs to put his toe down once he does. We're going to stay on board just one more minute as we see the rest of the track. Not much more happening.
Can I also just mention Crash Gaming is on 8-lap-old sauce, and he is going to be feeling them. He's going to want to get them off as soon. I hope for his sake he is in the pits this lap. Yeah, he's going to be really struggling with those tyres. Yeah,
pop the hards on.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, pop the hards on. See yourself out of the hards. I think at this point you're not going to get round. Well, 25 on. Yeah, actually, yeah. What were you?
If he
13 on medium
stays out, I would love to see his tyre deg. But he is pushing it.
Yeah, he's gonna stay out. He's gonna go on mediums. Then by the time he comes back in, I think we'll try and see the race out the mediums. Yeah.
As we still see Jack and Harvey, I mean, this is just
ridiculous.
If you are Jack, I mean, you must not be happy in that cockpit. For anyone watching this. This is absolutely... Oh, as they're coming on to Crash.
Oh, Crash.
His tyres must be
there's contact with Crash. There is contact with Crash, and he had to just bail on the corner Jack in the end, and has cost him again. This is not going to do his tyres any favours, and he's also going to have to watch Harvey get past, and I don't think he's going to get a chance before this corner, before he's going to have to ram the brakes on, or is he going to go for it? He's not. He's going to sit in behind. He's just had a little bit of a lock-up as well. He needs to stop grinding that back tyre. He's going to regret it. And he took the corner a little bit better than Crash, and that's also made him suffer. Crash just defended a little bit naughty. As Jack
caught him out of the situation there a little bit. Oh God!
Oh, he's got the job done though.
Yeah, very good. Crash needs to get these boots off, and
yeah, he does.
I believe he also needs to take his ERS off. I don't know if he's experiencing any technical difficulties, but that ERS being on is really going to hamper his traction, especially with warm tyres.
Yeah. Every corner, really.
I hope he notices. I really hope he notices soon.
Fingers crossed. So we're going to jump up the track now. See, Piero is right up the back of Dat Roland for the battle for 6th position currently. Both on the mediums. Dat Roland only with a lap healthier tyres, and both of them open up. Crash Gaming speeding into the pit lane. He has come in to change his boots, and he's clearly got a bit excited on the way. But Dat Roland is going to be dispersed by Piero 987. He takes P6. So he is now 2 seconds behind Sprunky. We're going to jump on board with Sprunky, who's also had a little look of Kieran, as there's a bit more bunching up between 5th and 8th currently. Murphy probably a decent shout. I think he struggled early doors. He dropped down a bit, didn't he? And I think he's come up from 11, 10, 9, 8. So he's now a little bit higher. I think he was battling for 10th. So I don't want to jinx him, but Sprunky's gone around quite well. Looks like he's got a good look at Kieran, and certainly looks like he's got pace on him, to be honest here. But this is a brave place to go for the take. Careful.
Yes,
I thought he was going to put his nose there.
Oh, what's that feeling?
Oh, I thought he was going to put his nose in that first one, man. If he'd have put his nose in turn 15, that was a braver man than me. Very much braver man.
If I'm not mistaken, Sprunky has received a bit of damage on his right wing end plate.
And he's going in the pits now.
Yes, he has. He's coming in to change that damage.
Good. Yeah. Good idea, really. Get in.
The difficulty of running so close to this track. I mean, it's just so hard.
But 11 laps on mediums.
Really changed his wing. Yeah, he has come in. The wing is being changed as we speak. We go on to mediums to the end of the race. As we see Roland getting past Piero now. So this battle for P5 really spicing up towards the end of the race, as well, just pairing ERS, and Piero is much healthier, so I think he will stay with him for the meanwhile. If not, he will get past on the next DRS zone, I dare say.
Ooh, bit of
Keep it clean, lads.
Yeah, nice. Dat Roland just defended on the inside. He's lost it. Did Dat Roland lose it?
Oh, I don't know. Did they both lose it?
I didn't. He didn't. And you know, I saw.
Lost a bit of time.
I thought I saw something orange in the background. I don't know if it was just a part of the track, but I thought it was parked up on the left-hand side. So, sorry, it was just the angle I had. I thought
it was a safety car.
That's yellow. That's a Renault, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's the Renault.
Sorry.
It's me and Man Moody's partner for this evening, the safety car. So, yeah, incredible scenes for the last race of the season, just as everything goes crazy even further. Murphy with a 3-second time penalty. MUFC Harvey has just retired from the session, so he's called it a day in the final race of the season. Don't know what's happened there, Reverend.
Sorry, Dan, to interrupt. But I'm just looking at the top three, and they have all come into the pits.
Yeah.
And Warrior has put on set of softs to the end as we see a safety car. Oh my God, Warrior has done the business there. I was literally about to say, will his tyres last to the end of the race?
I don't believe
Dare I say it now, in P1 on fresh softs, his rivals on the mediums. Dare I say he has one hand on the championship trophy, the Academy trophy, one firm grip.
Wow. I don't want to kill him, but job's got to be done. If he's got to be just wise. But you know, after these 2 laps go, we're looking at 8 laps. 8 laps on soft is an absolutely doable stint on the softs without a shadow of a doubt. As long as he's got, you know, I would say, you know, a second or so to spare with a lap to go, at least a second to spare. Then yeah, I think he's good. But you've got to be. You just got to be careful. You don't really need to try anything silly at this point, because it's, of course, Big Ben is the only person that can beat Warrior today. 91 points has is Tomo Tiptop. So, of course, even with the dub, he wouldn't be able to win the championship today. So there's just Big Ben in Warrior's way. He's currently sat in P4. He is on the mediums, but realistically, both of them are going to see out the rest of the race anyway. You would think the softs are going to be a bit quicker. He'll lose a little bit of speed, maybe, on the last couple of laps, but I don't think it's going to make that much difference. I shouldn't, maybe.
Also, Dan, looking at the current positions, Tomo, I believe, is on for P3 in the championship of a P3 in this race. Kogataz is one of his rivals, being in front of him. However, there's a 6-point gap between them in the standings, so Kogataz will need to do something to create a 6-point advantage on track. Currently, it is a 3-point advantage, with Kogataz who currently take home 18 points, which will put him on 103 points for the end of the season. And Tomo, as it stands, will be on 106. So very interesting to see how that plays out. Tomo doesn't actually need to take the position off him, but as we all know, I mean, from the top to the bottom, every single one in this league is a racing driver.
Yeah.
Of course, Tomo will want that move done. He will want that P2 on track for the P3 in the championship. But what will happen? Will he get excited? Will he stay behind? What's going to happen?
Who knows? What I would say is, just seeing in the group there that MUFC Harvey left the race, said that he was in a collision into the wall. I think he... let's have a look. Yeah, I think he was in a collision with Sprunky. We didn't see it on the stream, but the two had collided and sent Harvey off, and that's why we have the safety car.
Yeah, I believe Sprunky spun. Was it on the... it was either a safety car restart, but it was definitely early in the race.
Right.
And he managed to. Was it? No, sorry.
Oh.
What am I talking about?
No, it's quite recently. Yeah, it's quite recently.
He was in qualifying, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was the very, very start of the race. I think Spunky went into difficulties, didn't he? I think he span at the early doors. It was on the first corner, in fact, wasn't it? He was pointing the other way. Or was that Key Round? It was one of them. It's nice to see we're paying close attention.
I mean, it's just so much going on, Dan. I mean, I'm really trying so hard to. My memory is just
it's tough.
I'm thinking about the future, the present, the past. Oh my god, I'm loving it.
I'm thinking, I'm wondering why there's a Renault going so slow at the front of all the cars. As we see.
I mean, I see yellow lights. I mean, there could be a Ferrari on that as well. There's some red lights in there.
It's a beautiful grey Merc leading the field currently with flashing red lights, as we can see on our current stream. Following Warrior Huntsman, our current joint champion leader, go round with 8 laps to go. So they're going to go round at least this time, or one more time. Hopefully this is the last time when we get the racing underway for an action-packed last 8. Warrior Huntsman, of course, hoping the safety car stays out for another 4 laps, so he can be fresh as a daisy on them softs to see him out nice and comfy to the end. But he must be thinking and licking his chops at this point, because of course there is going to be no DRS. Is it 2 laps after a safety car? I think it's 2. Is it 3? It's 2 laps before you regain DRS.
Just need a little moment there, I think, just to recoup myself for these last few laps. I mean, bloody hell. Yeah. What we've seen so far, I am really excited for this. What is going to happen here? Let's hope, for Warrior's sake, he keeps it. I think he just needs to keep it on track, and this championship is his. And I'm hoping for Tomo's sake, things go for his plan for him. If you were Kogataz now, what would you be thinking / planning? Because you need to do something here. Obviously, you need to keep him behind, but you need to do something. Throw him off. What can he do? What can he do for this P3?
What can he do for P3?
In the championship.
Oh, to get it, to take it from Tomo Tip-Top.
So Tomo will take P3 in the championship.
I get you.
He really needs to do something, doesn't he?
He's got 6 points. 6 points difference, isn't it? 6 points difference realistically. So yeah, you're right. I would be probably thinking, if I was Kogataz, that I would have anything that I could crossed that Big Ben tries to go looking for Warrior and really tries to put his toe down and catch up quickly, because realistically Big Ben might have a little bit to say in it. If he can get in front of Tomo Tip-Top, that could be
actually.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that passed my head quickly, didn't it?
It's that would be very, very interested. Dat Roland, of course, he is in 8th currently on 81. Tomo Tip-Top on 91 in P3. So, he can jump up quite a few spots with a decent position finish here. McConey, I think, would have been desperate to... What's going on with McConey? Why is he dropping down the field? Please tell me that's not bad. He's jumped in to change, because, of course, the safety car has decided to go around one more time. So we're going to have 6 laps left. 6 laps by the time this safety car comes in. Reverend Melvin, I've just clicked. I think he has a card just popping around the track. There was something in the group about potentially inviting him so he could bring it back into the pits, but it's just an idle car on the track. If he is watching, try and get back in.
Does he need an invite?
If you can, yeah, please. If he's hopefully he's still around and he can just pull that in for the last few laps. If you can't, you can't.
Is this Reverend Melvin?
Reverend Melvin, please. Yeah, we need him off the track if we can.
I will send him. Another very interesting thing, Dan, that I just my brain's just decided to tell me, is Ben. So Ben is on 5 warnings. So he has 1 more warning and he has a 6-second penalty. If he can upset Tomo here, this could get very interesting. So Kogataz, I'm sure, is going to be hoping for a massive push from BX Pro to get in front of him.
Absolutely.
And who knows, who's going to take this P3. I think it's brought down to P3 in the championship now here. I think the main battle, I think Warrior has got his palms on it, but here we go. Is that safety car in?
It is. So safety car is going to be coming in this lap. We've got about 5 more corners to show you that it's going into sector 3 now, and obviously they want to be all trying to get as much heat into them tyres as possible, but of course, as we know, the safety cars are a bit painfully slow on this game sometimes, but Warrior, I think, he's going to be very, very clever with what he does. Just on the left hand side of your screens, I have put the penalties on there currently. Oh, there was nearly contact between Big Ben and Tomo. Bit excited he was. 6 seconds, he does get a penalty. 6 seconds of a penalty for Big Ben now. Dat rolling in 5th, he's got 3 seconds. Piero's got 10 seconds. Murph has a drive-through in P8, so that's not good for him. That looks like curtains, because he'll drop straight to the back of the field, sadly, with that drive-through. As is Crash Gaming has got a drive-through. Oh, Crash, unlucky, mate. That's not where he would have wanted to finish. Let's not also miss out at this point, by the way. McCorney, who was in 16th. McCorney was flying. Absolutely flying through this race, and you're fancy for the day actually, so you've got some explaining to do. But look, it is in. We're back away. I'm going to go to score straight to the front. There's been a change. Jack has jumped in front. Let's jump back off this and go to the position change. No, we won't go to tyres and interval between the two. So we'll jump down the field. What is going on?
Going down the field, I believe everyone has stayed in formation from the safety car restart. I am currently on board with that Roland, and he is closing towards BX Pro, who is also closing towards Tomo. Obviously, BX Pro being only 4 tenths behind Tomo will get the benefit of the slipstream much more than Tomo will be getting on Kotas being 1.26 behind. So can he make an early move? He would love to get past on this lap, but I just don't think with the ERS usage from both drivers it is possible. No, it isn't. So I believe he's going to have to stay behind for at least. Wow.
Bex Pro sets a faster sector for that individual part. Who, however, there was, I think. Was it an Alfa Romeo? Or it might have been Sprunky, maybe. Yeah, I think Sprunky ran into some problems there, going into turn 8 and 9. I'm pretty sure that did happen. Warrior Huntsman gets this 1 second. He's now got over 1 second, so when DRS opens back up, of course, he will have opened the gap. Ooh, Kogatas, however, shush my mouth, is dropping it inside and outside, so he's going for him. Warrior Huntsman sets the fastest lap of the race, the 1 lap in from the safety car. So as we have now seen, Jack goes faster still for the Mercedes with a 1:38. Sprunky getting a 3 second penalty. He's not finishing the way that he certainly would have liked to. Murphy drops a position to Meadman Moody. That is because Murphy's gone in the pits. He must have been jumping onto softs. That's a brave move at this point. Oh no, he had a drive through. My apologies, he had a drive through. That's what he's got to do. Oh, Jack DNF is DNF'd in position 8. What has gone on? Oh, he's lost it in turn 3. He's caught the inside of the turn. We can only presume he's caught the inside of the turn at turn 3, and that is Jack's race complete and finished. Jack, that is harsh, mate. I'm sorry to see that happen on the final day of the race. That means that he is in P10 or in the whole championships, and he is going to stay there. He is not going to change today. Unlucky. Maybe just didn't have the temperature in the tyres potentially after that slow restart from some of the cars further back. It's maybe hard to put it on that. It's a bit harsh. All it would take is the slightest bit of tyre touching the inside of that turn, which I did say would happen at some point today. I was amazed it lasted this long, but I did say at some point I presumed someone was going to go nose into the wall on turn 3, and I hate to say that because that's not fair, but you know, I was right.
Just racing.
So unlucky. So
hey. None of that.
No, I'm joking. No, not for him. Not for him. I mean, because I'm right. What's happened?
Cars being
you're
deployed.
Joking. No, you are kidding.
Dare I say it? Dare I stop? Don't say it. I believe. Dare I say Tomo puts one hand on the 3rd place trophy of the academy. With that, I mean, Ben.
Oh wow.
Kogut has needed Ben to take over that Red Bull and pull a gap, but man, with
that's
another.
That isn't how I wanted to see this finish. That is awful.
Yeah,
did not want that. Unlucky Jack lad. Really is harsh luck for Jack. Spotted lad as well. We know him. He's obviously involved with the administration side of running the league. He's a top lad, so he'll be pretty sick with that. But there is always next season. There is always next season. But
Always
he
next season.
he is called Jack DNF for a reason.
Yes. Maybe you should be. Maybe you should. I don't know. Change his name. If that brings him luck, that's great.
But we'll call him Jack SF. Jack SF, which is Jack sometimes finished.
You should be a part-time comedian, my friend. Part-time. Only part-time.
Yeah, I won't quit my day job, you're alright. There's been a change in positions. Should they have been there? Ooh. Oh, Jack's away. He's left us. The three leaders of our race, of course, nobody's going to come in the pits at this point for the sake of 3 laps. Whatever tyres are there, other tyres they're going to go. I mean, could this... Nah, I mean, could this work against Warrior to a degree here? That, you know, he's going to be on 7 laps on softs by the time that they go again. Potentially, you know, there's going to be 2 laps to go. You know, it's 9 laps on softs.
That's a very good point to make. However, of course, his main rival is on 6 seconds of penalties. However, I mean, if Kogataz wants this race win, which I'm sure he does, which will give him the P3, Warrior needs to just keep it on the track. It is going to be tense for him. Not what Warrior... I mean, he has driven this race absolutely flawlessly from start to finish, and with every safety car that comes out, it is just a real pain. I mean, not to blow the old horn, however, being in P1 and being comfortably in the lead and seeing that yellow track on the side of your just fills you with horror, absolute horror.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Exactly what Warrior will be thinking every time that safety car comes out, because he's just got to do it again. And now, guess what? His tyres will be worn. They will be worn. Very good point. These softs, though, going to be so mad.
these softs have seen 2 safety cars now. So realistically, you could probably half the laps
that's true,
that he's done. So I mean, it's like what 3-4 laps realistically on him. I think he'd be fine personally. I do think he'd be fine. It's just you know, as a strategy before the race, I actually said that your first one's on 7 laps of softs, but your second laps of softs are 9, and then you do 12 on mediums. So you know, realistically, I think 9's well doable. Certainly if there's been some safety cars. So just added to it, but on hindsight there, just thinking deeper into it, I don't think it's going to affect him at all. Personally, he just needs to, as you've said, be calm, be collected, nothing daft, and you know, get you win that you deserve. Yeah, after last year as well. You know, after his battles at the top, and you know, staying in the same car for another go with the AlphaTauri after you know, such a harsh way on the last day of the season. So I think he deserves this. You know, class is permanent, temp is form's temporary. So you know, when you sort of think of it in that sense, you know, he's shown again what he's about. Big Ben has just probably taken himself away. Oh, he's had a 5-second penalty with a severe collision with Tomo Tip-Top. Let's hope he didn't cause any problems there with everything.
I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna assume that was
devastated if that was,
and probably be taken away by the stewards. But of course, we'll have to wait and see about that. Dan. Like as coming back to that point actually with Warrior, because I think it's a very, very good thing to talk about right now. I think he will be fine. However, even going round under the safety car to keep them in temperature requires weaving, and it does wear the tyres. Will the mediums be at a slightly nicer threshold than the softs? I mean, you just don't know. I think Warrior's pace will be fine. However, when that changeover comes, as we saw with Crash Gaming, it is so rapid, that drop off. So, what will we see as we still have, is it 3 laps? 3 full rotations to go on this track. So.
Do you know, I've just been thinking there, Reverend Melvin sat in front of Matt Warner, who sat in front of Crash Gaming. Now, Reverend Melvin's out of the race. Effectively, that's just his ghost going round now. So, Matt Warner is a true 10. Crash is a 211. Crash has got now every chance, with them both having penalties, to actually have a chance. And here we go. We are now racing again. Sorry, I was a bit delayed in clicking what was going on there. Warrior Huntsman, what a launch! See you later. He is second. He's got a second in the 3rd corner. That is absolutely insane. Oh, Big Ben launches it inside Tomo Tip-Top into 3rd. Oh, he's made the turn. Dat Rowland just sniffing in behind Tomo Tip Top. Have I missed something? What was going on?
We have missed it. We missed Kogataz. Kogataz has spun. He must have spun on the safety car restart. He is down in P15. Oh no, don't do that, Kogataz.
Oh no. As if I did miss it. I didn't even see.
Neither did I. I did not see it.
And now he's got a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting, which, in fairness, it's aggravation, isn't it? It's annoyance.
That is 100% emotion. You can only feel for him.
Devastated. Devastated for him. That's not the way he would have wanted to finish. I'm sure he's not going to be a happy bunny. And we did say about, he's getting time after time now. Just wants to finish the race off. 2 laps left. So let's go and get higher up in the track. Let's have a little look. Dat Rowland in 4th position. He is looking at Tomo Tip Top in front of him with Big Ben, who is also slipped into 2nd place. He is doing everything he can, the lad, to try and make something of it. But you know, we're on board with Warrior. 7 laps of softs, 2 laps to go. Looks just beautiful, doesn't he? He's still pulling away now. He's pulled away 2 seconds. Hasn't had a
Crash
fault.
goes up to P10. Sorry to interrupt. Crash Gaming has made the move on Murphy. He is in P10. Let me just have a little look at the penalty situation.
7 laps on hand. Murphy's just got back past him though. He's just slipped on the inside. He's got the job done. Murphy has taken back P10, but he's gone deep into the last corner, which gives Crash Gaming another little look at him. Going into turn 1, but he's not going to get up there in time. Dat Rowland is sniffing all over the gearbox of Tomo Tip Top, and he goes into the inside of the turn. He's got to have got that done. Surely he leaves no space whatsoever for Tomo on the following turn. He's got that job done, and no, you are not getting back past into turn 7. And Dat Rowland affirms his 3rd spot. Of course, he's got a penalty, and Tomo Tip Top doesn't. And Tomo's going to very soon, if he can keep that nice and close distance, he might get it done now. He's going to get it done now. If not, he's just about to get DRS around the corner in 2 turns' time. Or is he? Or is he? No, the yellow flag's still out, sector 3, and they've not been round 2.
Tomo just needs to chill out a little bit here. He knows he's losing some positions. However, he knows exactly how many penalties are on the drivers around him.
Of course.
And he just needs to see this out for this P3. Dat Rowland doing very well, as he is 8th in the championship. Will jump to 4th with this P3. So
do you know Dat Rowland? I know offhand because I raced in a race around Britain with him, and I'm pretty sure he jumped in the session quite late, and he put down like a fastest lap in qualifying. So I know that he's got it in. He's definitely got it in there. The odd mistakes obviously in there as well, but look, I'm not one to say that. I know exactly how that feels. So you know, it happens to the best of us. I'm not saying that I'm even one of the best of us, but you know what I mean. So Warrior Huntsman sets the fastest lap of the race, 1:38, just about flat, 006, and he's got 1 lap to turn into 007, because he will feel on top of the world. Big Ben takes a very wide corner to get optimum speed, I guess, through turn 2. Is that a trick of the trade? I'm not sure. Didn't look like it worked too much because Dat Rowland's well behind him. Warrior Huntsman out in front.
Who has had a issue?
Yellow flags all over the place. Crash came in, is disqualified from the session. Oh no!
Crash.
Crash
Too many penalties.
Boy, come on, Crash. How we've tried to support you, boy. Not to worry. No, not to worry. Spot on. Crash got himself back into racing, and we were very, very happy for him to get back involved. So very, very happy that he's involved again, and look forward to seeing him again next season. Hope he gets back in the mix. We're in the final race of the season. Sorry, just jumping back on board with Dat Rowland, who's got a little look on Big Ben. He's gone for it into turn 11. He's got it done. It sticks. I mean, it's not pretty. I think he's slowed up because of it. What's Big Ben doing?
That gives Tomo. Is he letting him pass?
What's going on? I think they're letting each other pass a little bit. I think Dat Rowland felt like he paused it. Big Ben let him past. Dat Rowland's maybe staying wide again for are these two just trying to have some fun on the final lap? Maybe so. I don't know what's going on, but who's just slipped on the inside in there like swimwear? Tomo Tip Top. Tomo Tip Top. That's a lovely little turn, to be fair. He's just about to go around the final corner.
Warrior takes the championship. Well done to Warrior. Absolutely blinding race. Dat Rowland P2 on track. However, that turns to P4.
Yeah, Tomo Tip Top.
You keep going.
No, it's okay. Tomo Tip Top. He takes P2. McConey in P3, all the way from the back, by the way. McConey said earlier on what a jump McConey had to finish that race. He's just gone completely unnoticed like an in-prime Solskjaer. Dat Roland in 4th position. And we're going to see the rest in a minute. Oh, my word. McCorney has somehow managed to get on the podium.
McConey was dead last.
He was dead and buried. He was absolutely
that just
dead
goes to show, if you have a nice, clean, consistent race, like you were saying, slowest. Sorry, what was the term?
Can you invite all of the top 3 into the group, please?
I can do, but wow, what a consistent race that was from McConey.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. What a final race of the season. I hope that was as good to watch as it was to be involved in. Everyone, really. But McCorney, Warrior Huntsman, and what a way to finish it. Tomo Tip Top pops himself into 2nd as well. And I was talking about how smooth he is and how good a driver he is. Well, Tomo Tip Top, of course, and McCorney 1-2 were the only 2 that didn't get any penalties that race. So it speaks volumes, doesn't it, of the consistency. Again, just how fast Warrior was as well, of his fastest lap of the race, 7/10 faster than his nearest rival. Wow, incredible. We're just going to hang on now as we see the finals. We'll make our way down the leaderboard. Dat Roland in 4th, Kieran in 5th. Mean Man Moody gets himself into 6th position. He's had a decent one. Big Ben with the penalties of 14 seconds. That's cost him big time and dropped him down into 7th. But please give all the respect in the world to Big Ben, who's really rallied with Warrior to get that done. I think he's going to drop. No, he won't. Sorry, he can't drop. He is our 2nd place. Tomo Tip Top affirms. Yeah, he can't drop. Sorry, yeah. Tomo Tip Top affirmed the 3rd position. So Warrior and Tomo Tip Top 1-2, and McCorney on 3. We are joined by Big Ben. So first of all, we'll have a chat with Big Ben, who is in with us at the party. Ben,
hello,
how are you feeling? How are you feeling after that?
Yeah, I feel gutted, mate. But obviously, a big congratulations to Warrior Huntsman. He did really well. I can tell he did a lot of practice. Yeah, and
he was sharp around there, wasn't he? He was very sharp.
A better result, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the race didn't go as what I planned, of course. But I'm back next season, and trust me, I'm getting up there.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear, mate. I'm very happy. Obviously, the safety cars made a massive difference towards the back end of that. Do you think? Obviously that cost you a little bit. The penalties weren't on your side today either, were they? Really?
Nah, the penalties. Yeah, I fucking hate the penalties. But no, I reckon I could have maybe gone on softs on the last safety car, but I pitted a bit early because I lost my wing.
Right.
Because I lost it. So yeah, just really, I guess. I don't even know what this track. I don't even know what this track's called. You know what I mean? Whatever it's called, innit? I don't like it.
Wow. It's called all sorts of different names. That's why. But great performance by you over the season. You've been spot on, to be fair. Give him a run for his money. Warrior after last season was at the top, and he's gone and done it again. Thanks very much to you though. So look forward to see you next season.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
You're back next season, definitely, yeah?
Yeah, back next season, of course. Come back.
Yes.
Got to do what Warrior did.
Yes. We'll be here in 11 weeks' time, man.
Of course.
Absolutely. Better know the name of the track for when I speak to you next.
Yeah, please.
Hey, don't make that track the final.
Right, Spawn, thanks very much, Ben.
Yeah, no worries. Been a pleasure.
Mate. All right,
thank you very much.
So, have we got anybody else in the party at the moment?
I don't think we do.
No. So Big Ben joined us.
I dare say they won't be joining, but they might be.
That's a shame. We'll give them another minute before we do end the stream. Let me just say thank you and take this moment to thank you, everyone who's watched this evening and everybody who watches week in, week out. I absolutely love this. A big thank you and a big shout out to Stanschlag, who helps me week on week, and we should see him again next season. He's been superb. Without a shadow of a doubt. Loads of compliments flying around for his contributions. Obviously Draper, who started the season, an asset to Corn and a spot on comms, but just unfortunately he couldn't continue to do it. But thank you to him also, and a massive thank you to Mr. Ferg, who joined us today for the what was an unbelievable finale. What a race!
Yeah,
what a race to get involved in.
Oh my God, what was it?
Well,
I think my voice broke a few times during that. Jesus, and the quali end of the race, absolutely mental.
It was
and just like you said, mate, I want to just give a few little thank yous to yourself as well. Everyone obviously watching every week, and just to everyone in Cone who makes this league what it is. I mean, we don't get the maddest viewers, we don't get this and that, but the passion for racing is so there, and it's just so nice to be a part of it. So, thank you to everyone.
Thank you so much, Ferg. That's a lovely little touch to finish us off. Looks like the Warrior has gone off and already dipped into his champagne. So
yeah, I think he's a bit too drunk for any interviews. He's pissing the fart.
I've just seen him pouring him champagne over his head around in the back paddock. So we're going to leave him to enjoy himself. We're going to go
join the after party with him. I
think. Yeah. We'll have our own party. So thank you once again. Really does mean a lot. Please follow, subscribe, get in touch if you want to race with the Cone Racing League. Get in touch. Drop us a message. You might just be who I'm cheering on next season. Thank you so much for the very final time, and we shall see you next season.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.